Welcome to Right at the Movies, everyone. And with always, here is Mr. Morgan White of WOC Archive.
This is what I was asking Adam if he was doing while I was waiting for him to join.
Now, I was testing this dollar store microphone, finding out that it's better than my old light up behemoth. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here on
All
the
right.
show.
I'll turn
Nonsense.
that off. We don't need to look at you pooping the whole time.
No, like it's a photo of me pooping. Though I'll flash up on the screen afterwards when I sent you a message yesterday about going through the films that are coming in at the Film Freeway page, and one of them said, "You will recognize me as a butt." And I was thinking, "Oh, this one will be funny." And then when I opened it, it said "As a Butterfly," and it was a reincarnation film about a woman whose mom died, and she believes that butterflies are her mom's soul talking to her. So it was so not as funny as I was hoping.
That's really that's sad. I wish it was about butts.
Yeah, and I would have chosen it for Terrible Fest if it was, but if you're too good, you're too sensible, you don't get into Terrible Fest. Now I gotta not punch this mic. Jesus.
You got to learn it. You got to learn the fact that you got this new thing on your face.
I'll put another mic on my head in another week. We'll change it up every week. Different
Okay, new
mics
mics every week. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna need to set up a Patreon for that so that we can afford a bunch of new microphones.
There is Right at the Movies at Patreon. So
There you go. It's already done.
Even if I don't get a good
Done.
mic, at least I can get a dollar store mic every week. What workout tape do you have ripping in the background?
Tony Little,
Mm.
total body shaping, body size.
And when he has the yellow outfit, still looks like Mr. Perfect. It's gone pretty.
I like this shiny patch or whatever circle that you got here.
The official Tony Little gold sticker.
As seen on National TV, National. Tony Little, target training specialist.
Target training. Oh yeah, it doesn't begin with what looks like someone snipering him.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I think that's
I wasn't paying attention.
The opening credits, or at least one of his tapes did do that. So
what a madman.
We're here to talk about some nonsense. On Thursday the 18th, that's this Thursday coming up. It's probably already happened by the time I played it.
Yeah, I'm sure this is already it's already happened.
I think I'm gonna play this on Friday right afterwards, just to
okay. All right.
A problem maker. But of course, the Twitch show, and we had Mr. Horse School Adam Kerr on. It's Kerr, right?
Yeah, I think so. Right. Kerr. Yeah. That's what I said, and he didn't correct me, so I hope it's Kerr.
Yeah.
If it isn't Adam, I'm sorry. Please send a voice recording of you saying your last name, and then I'll correct it
for future reference.
For future reference, I'll re-upload a video. I'll go in and I'll dub my voice over again. And anytime I say it,
you know what? I bet you're not going to do that.
No, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? But I want him to think that I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, then sure, Adam, we're going to do it.
Yeah, right.
I'll do Adam. Yeah, so it was an Adam sandwich for Morgan. He had to deal with two different Adams.
It's a great time.
It's got two Adams and a microphone. That's all I'm thinking of now. It's just Beck and Beastie Boys.
How many times do you think you can do that bit throughout this whole thing?
That was a different song. Before we started recording, I did Beastie Boys. My bullshit mic is made out of plastic, and then Beck's song is got two turntables and a microphone.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not really that musically literate. I'm sorry.
I'm just illiterate. I'm gonna read this piece of paper. There's nothing on it. Anyway, we're gonna start off with some clips that I sent you before we get into anything fun. We just play off the seat of our pants. I just tear my pants off, throw them away. We do this show. I'm wearing a 25-year-old Morty Morphin. It's Morty Morphin in the Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers shirt. At least you know I'm dressed. I'm wearing something.
You're dressed, yeah. Well, thank you. I'm wearing this. Well, I guess it's like it looks like an elk. Yeah, elk in a suit. Yeah,
for an elk lodge.
It's not for an elk lodge. He's like he's very businessy.
But he's a member of an elk lodge.
I got this at a okay. There you go. He is a member of his own elk lodge.
Mm-hmm. Sir Elk is his name. Anyway, we're gonna play some weirdness. One of the things I sent you. One of the files is called Carl J. Sudnick.
Got it.
So Nyinyik, he says it at one point in this video. I never pronounce his name right, but Carl is a zero budget underground filmmaker. There should be a whole other genre for Carl and for like Dave the Rock Nelson, just slightly mentally ill old men who film things always and somehow edit them into movies, be them as complete nonsense as they are. Um, when it comes to the B movie fan world, he is like the mecca of the darkest area. Like if you are a B movie warrior who tries to challenge yourself and you get into the world of Carl J. Sudnick and the like 60 movies he's made, you will never come out.
That's ridiculously prolific.
Yeah,
60 movies?
In the world of B movies, Carl's movies is like accidentally getting onto the dark web. It's like, you're walking into dangerous territory, as we will find.
Great. I can't wait.
The company Horror Boobs released some of his movies. SRS released one or two of his movies just because people talked about them, so they said, why the fuck not? And then a company called Posterot, or Posterot, I'm never sure I'm pronouncing it right. Chris, if you're watching, sometimes you do watch our show, the guy behind that company. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong.
And then we'll go back and Adam will re-record it, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Just so you know that we're really that dedicated to
for future reference. I will say it better. I feel like he's corrected me before, but anyway, I believe Chris has watched a couple of the WOC shows as well. So he's
awesome,
cool guy, but he is a weird New Yorker who makes VHS tapes for weird filmmakers, including Carl's stuff. He has like all of Carl's backlog, whatever you call it, even the stuff that's never come out, and they've debated, do we put it on a tape? So they put them on these weird VHS tapes that look like a crazy person drew all over them because the crazy person made the film. So I said to him, send me 1 minute of ultimate Carl, like 1 minute that explains Carl above anything else. And what he sent to me was completely pornographic, and I can't play it.
Oh,
so
nuts.
We are going to play it, but in a very weird way. First, we're going to play a trailer for one of his probably most politically incorrect films, and then I'm going to play that 60 seconds of what he sent me, heavily censored. So go ahead and play that, and let's see what you're getting into if you are a top tier B movie warrior. This is the challenge you have to be able to you have to get to. You have to get that far.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
I'm terrified already. I don't think that's a real gun or a real knife.
Thank you, God of voodoo.
Horror Boobs.
Horror Boobs are a pretty cool company, actually, but they're buddies with like the Lunch Meat guys and Lunchbox going, yeah, Lunch Meat guys.
Give us the power to make his life a living hell.
Oh boy. And he makes all of this in his apartment?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sometimes he finds a few weird actors to stand up. To stand outside and do weird stuff. And he edits them all. He just films when he can, and then he edits it into something.
Than him and everyone that he loves.
This is one that's more him than anyone else in it. A lot of times he's not in it that much.
I hate living with my mother. This is the only place I can.
Does he also live with his mother?
At this point,
Nothing, Mommy.
Not anymore.
Oh wow, okay.
Give me power to destroy my enemy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All right. Bye-bye.
So long. See you later.
Oh my goodness, that was
Toxic retards.
wild.
And this is now. Here's the 1 minute.
I am Carl Sudnick. I live at 621 Water Street, apartment 408, New York, New York, 10,000. This is Modern Art by Carl J. Sudnick. Me. Teach you.
Oh my goodness.
Close up here.
What the
Like,
What?
close up.
Decent.
Decent? Is he saying decent about the women that he's showing? Oh my god.
That's darkness now.
Decent. Want modern art? Send me a $29 money order made out to Carl, CARLSEKELICK, 621 Water Street, Water, single street, apartment 48, New York, 10,028.
So that's fairly more recent on comparison to a lot of his films. So Carl may still live there. If you want to send $29, he will send you collages of Asian newspapers of naked women. So they and that he's glued together and put words on it saying decent.
Oh, part of me wants to order one of those, but I don't think I will.
Yeah,
That's
some of them
much.
you can get in like a little booklet, or you can get one framed.
What the fuck? This guy's fat sounds fascinating.
Yeah, he's still around. His voice has become much worse in his old age. It was already going there, but he's a New York artist. So and I have a strange feeling he lives right like downtown too. So like there's so many people in New York who probably cross paths with him and have just like, yeah, just any other wacky guy in New York, but doesn't know that he's been sending films around North America and the world. One of his most renowned ones, I guess, Space Psychos, which was released by SRS. There's one that's like let be free online everywhere, which is not coming to me. I will post edit. I will flash it on the screen. That he just would be on YouTube as like an example. All I can think of is has a green face on it, and it's and one of his many alien invasion movies. I have a feeling he is really believes that aliens are here. But you know, out of all the wacky things that people can think, that's pretty tame, really.
Yeah, fair.
So that's that's getting into it. And then the second thing we'll play is a trailer for a movie coming out this summer that is from the legend Mark Polonia, the guy who started the whole wave of shot on video. It's called Saurians 2. The first movie he made, he just got dollar store dinosaurs and put them really close to the camera.
Oh, great.
In the background. It's one of the films he did like in the early 90s as a teenager with his twin brother back in those days. Now this is him stepping it up because he's doing a sequel to all of his original films over the last 2 years. So everything he did now has a sequel, no matter what it was. So Mark Polonia is going on to like 100 movies now.
Oh wow.
So this is what to expect from the Wild Eye release of Saurians 2. Brace yourself.
I'm terrified already.
So you should be.
Our YouTube channel is on life support.
Here we are looking for a living, breathing museum piece.
So we get the YouTube channel to get.
What are you looking for?
Dinosaurs.
A dinosaur.
These dinosaurs cross the eons of time intact. The cave that was blasted 31 years ago.
Poop dinosaur.
And that's actually pretty good.
Of gamma radioactivity.
That shot of the monster in the cave.
Because the eggs were covered with gamma radiation activity.
You may have gotten me once. You're not gonna get me again.
No siree.
Extinct animals and people just can't coexist. Fossil Valley has had reports of saurian activity, but that's all just a rumor.
Wow.
That's Mark saying it's all just a rumor. That's the director, writer himself.
That looks great.
Yeah.
He's made 100+ movies.
I mean, I might be over exaggerating that, but I mean, it's going on to a lot now. Like he even kicked it into higher gear when COVID happened. He just started making more.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Crazy. I mean, and a neat thing for that, he was like getting other independent film guys like something to do because he was doing one of those, edited together, everyone make little scenes in that. Now his son Anthony is making films too, so it's never going to end.
Cool. That's awesome.
Sometimes Mark has been incredible. And when you make 1,000 films, a lot of them not so much. Like
yeah.
even when they were like bad in his early days, there was this charm to it because especially when he was a kid and it was the beginning of like actual shot on video, it had this like you knew he wasn't rushing it. You knew he thought this was something good. Now the fact that he rakes out like 5 movies in a year, you can feel it. You know he knows that.
Wild.
But the very concept that he exists, that he does it, is still amazing. Even if sometimes I did a bad review of Feeders 3, that was one of the OG movies that he made sequels to in the last 2 years, and like 2 people from the film were like, I hope Mark doesn't see that, he'll be so upset that you gave it a bad review. And my response was, I think he can handle it.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
he made that many bad movies.
Yeah, I think he's got to know.
All right, what do we got next?
We got next. I think we're gonna play the game show that I was gonna play for everyone on my birthday. That we're gonna let everyone see it now.
Oh no, wait, am I gonna have to do Taskmaster?
No, you're not in this part, so you're not up for it. This is the game that I pre-recorded and I was gonna play on the screen at Eyesore. And if we do, we'll do it. But I mean, spoiler, now people are gonna already know who wins because this episode will already aired. Maybe the contestants won't have watched the video, who knows? But you, the viewer, will know. This is the toaster game. This is playing with my hot dog toaster in the basement at Eyesore Cinema, for people to win a prize, and they discover what the prize is while they're playing the game. So it slightly distracts them because like all my games, the prize is not good. The toaster game is basically that 4 people have to sit individual times and stare at a toaster after it's pressed down. It's a hot dog toaster, so it goes a little longer than normal, and they have to stand up before the pop comes in the toaster, before the toaster pops.
Right.
But then, so if you don't stand up and it pops first, you're disqualified. But then after that, it's how many people wait the longest. So it's who sits the longest. So who's the closest wins. So there's a little sample of the people doing it, and then we'll see them all together. This is the wonderful toaster that I have. Everyone will sometime you come by Eyesore, you can get a lovely hot dog from me.
Everyone's like, oh, I'm trying not to cheat and actually look at the coils.
Well, I don't think there's a way. Epic full moon.
I don't think there's a way. So you may want to back up so that you can
Erin wearing an Eyesore shirt.
It kind of looks like you pasted in the hot dog machine.
Yeah, it was right in front of the camera.
This looks like camera trickery.
Smell of it, a wiener.
Of course he does.
And in theory, you could also stand up at any time because you don't know if it's really trying to, or if they've lost.
Yeah, I'm trying to like give it a satisfactory amount of smell.
Putting a lot of thought.
Is this box Fart the Card Game that comes with a sensational fart CD? So they're going to win a CD of fart sounds and a card game about farts. One of the rules in the card game is when you have your last card down, you have to say my final fart, or if you don't, you have to take 5 cards back. So I think that means you shit your pants.
Look at it buzz louder.
Oh.
It could be the most you won't get up in time, so you all get 12.
Is it on the middle?
And now we can watch everybody. Now it's a little not perfectly timed because, again, how we press record in each person.
I know that. That's not how TikToks work.
Oh, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Dempsey. Something tells me Dempsey's gonna win.
He's concentrating really hard.
He's really thinking about it. Mike's taking a very zen approach right now.
Yeah, he's feeling out.
There's
the hot dog.
That's a clip of the show right there.
I should say hi.
Dev looks kind of excited, like he's really waiting for that wiener to pop.
Erin's planning on something. Erin's got like this theory going on in her head.
I think you have a little bit of time. We'll say also the winner of it wins that board game over there.
Which one is that?
Right behind.
Board
it.
game?
Over it.
No, it's not a board game. It's a card game, but it's a big box. So like, I keep thinking of it as a board
That's not
game.
you standing up. That's not you standing up. I understand. I made you do that.
You get the wet fart card,
the board
and then makes everybody else have to put another card down. Yeah, it's weird.
Sounds ridiculous.
You could stand up at
Yeah.
any point.
It looks kind of clean down there.
Yeah, I know.
It's just an illusion.
It's a lot of TVs in the corner.
Opening credits I can hear, so I got a little bit of time.
Oh, you can do it. I mean,
Dempsey
somebody's got to stand up. Yeah, he.
Just exploded. It's all about
Oh.
And also, the winner of this was that game.
Nervous.
That's the trip that you.
Oh.
Distracted me. No, good tactic, because that made for funny video.
And that's the toaster game. Which even
that was
Erin
great.
stood up first. Dempsey and Mike were disqualified. They didn't step up in time.
Yeah.
But the one closest to it was Devlan. So like many of the games I've played before, Devlan wins and Erin comes second. So I'll find some sort of fart prize for Erin, but the fart fast and flatulent card game for up to 3 to 6 players, ages 10 and up. If you're under 9, you find the farts too funny and you won't pay attention to the game.
What a prize.
Yeah. Congratulations, Devlan.
That was really great. He looked so excited. He really did. He was so excited. Oh,
I like that. It scared Mike.
it definitely scared Mike. Oh,
Which got that great laugh out of him at the end. Quality
that wa-
entertainment here.
that was
folks.
really good.
So
All
some
right.
other things we got to mention that's coming up with our channel, your channel, this channel, all channels. We have all channels will have us eventually.
Yes, if
invite
the
us to your
plan
show, folks.
succeeds.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Pinky and who's Brain in this situation? Because I feel like that's a trying to take over the world kind of situation.
I mean, I'm the person who says things like taking over the world, but I feel like deep down I'm the one that would say nerf.
Yeah, you do seem like more of a Pinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm evil Pinky with like a goatee. I already plan to take over the world, Brain. No. Yeah, anyway, we have a show at Deadly Grounds Coffee that's just near Oshawa area on the 16th of June. Now, because I booked the show, it probably will be on the marquee right at the movies featuring WOC Archive. So, you know, when you book a show, Morgan, you can switch it if you wish. It's fine. But until then, I'm stealing the top card.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You do the booking. I don't care. I just show up.
Yeah. We'll wheel you in next time. We'll put you in a wheelchair and he'll make it that easy for you. Well, I have to come in costumes and themes, and you can be the doctor from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, okay. But that means you have to dress like Frank.
I mean, it's possible.
Oh, wow.
They'll be calling me Fat Frank though, but
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say that it was like Beans and Franks, but I was like, I guess that's what Frankfurter's already going for. Already a hot dog joke. I'll go as Rocky.
okay. Yeah, you could definitely pull that off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got the hair at least, but
You
definitely not the body.
You'd be better off playing Meatloaf's character.
What are you trying to say?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say.
I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. Anyway, yeah, we'll be doing our show, the creepiest coffee shop in Canada, Deadly Grounds Coffee. They're opening a second location, and they just opened up some like booths in malls and stuff like that. So they're going all over the place. So their normal location, though, which I will post a poster for, and all the info for those who wish to come and see it, is their original headquarters and is a all-around spooky themed place for horror movie fans everywhere. They make some great commercials for their location too. They're fun guys. So it should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
I can't wait.
What I think we need to do though is we need to come up with a new name I mean, I'll still have the right of the movie stuff and Terrible Fest. You'll still have your WOC archives. But originally, like, we did a show at ISOR not too long ago that was finally the real battle, where we like battled our clips, and we'll do those again. But I mean, we can't always be a battle. I think people get that we're not enemies. So
wait. Who's figured that out?
Yeah, the kayfabe has been broken. People have seen us in public.
We've broke the fourth wall or whatever it is.
Yeah, didn't learn from these guys. Learn the kayfabe. Like when Owen Hart and Bret Hart weren't allowed to be seen in public for like a year because they were enemies, but they're brothers, so it's pretty fucking hard to do. So everyone realized, they actually get along.
Oh, wrestling's not real?
No.
Oh no.
But still, Nails, look him up. He's real, man. Anyway, moving on for more wrestling references. I haven't made a single Golden Girls reference yet today, so
I mean, you just did.
Damn.
You foiled yourself.
Tinfoil hatted myself. But what we're gonna need is a new name for what we are together when we do shows where we're not battling. We can start a separate audio podcast that's just as that, so we can have a third to make people even more confused. Right at the Movies meets WOC Archive as whatever. And the name's not totally sticking, and I think that people should write in the comments, send us messages.
Yeah, please give us ideas
on the Riot Facebook group and so forth. Just message it away. But one of my first ideas is Audiovisual Plus. I think that's what we should be called, solely because of this commercial, and that's the one I sent you on Facebook, which I think you should play that.
Okay.
This commercial does sound like it might be talking about us more than just a video rental place.
All right.
Or if we had a commercial, it should be as good as this.
Come to Audio Video Plus, your home for VHS, beta, and Laserdisc.
I do have Laserdisc.
Over 63,929 movies to rent or buy.
Wow. Look at all those tapes. Oh my God.
We have action movies, comedy, Japanese, sports, even adult.
18 and up only.
The Fantasy Factory.
I rent all my movies from Audio Video Plus.
Look at that transition.
This is Laserdisc?
How about beta? Not the fish.
Oh,
We also sell high-end video equipment.
Wow. Video movie.
5 movie rentals for $5 every day.
That's a good deal.
At Audio Video Plus, we're up to our ears in movies.
Can we cut?
It's pretty good. Where is that located?
We love Audio Video Plus.
Oh, that was great.
OneDrive. I don't know where OneDrive is, but it's. I'll link where I found that trailer, so you can find out more about that place that I'm sure does not exist anymore.
Well, like that is the 90s, right? That is an actual 90s commercial, right?
I think so. I don't think because I mean, where would they find a location that like stacked?
Fair point. That's so many tapes. So many tapes. Oh my God.
But it
must
still
have
had
been
to be after Titanic, though.
Yeah, exactly. Because Titanic was there, which is what? It would have come out in 98 on VHS. So there you go.
So yeah, it's like just on the
just
dawn
on
of
the
DVD,
transition.
So, yeah.
Oh God.
That might have been like their last hurrah. Imagine
Wow.
being there in like 2002 when they were selling off all their tapes for $1.
Yeah, I know. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Oh, if I had a time machine.
Because the way they set it up was like almost as if it was the 80s, because the fact that they're like selling video cameras and like all that other equipment there, they're just a warehouse for it. But that's why part of me thought it was like a fake commercial, but I don't think so.
No, I think that was real. I think that was a legit commercial. It was
might have
long
been,
though.
yeah, it was long though, which makes me think that maybe it was like 2000 when they could have put it on the internet, and it was like an early internet thing, but it was shot on video though, hence why the big long cuts, things like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
It's like
very
when
good.
wrestlers did angry vignettes in the 80s when they're like, I'm so mad at you. Didn't know when the camera was going to stop. I'll see you at WrestleMania and I'll kill you. Anyway, yeah, so that's some
Very
quality
good.
stuff there.
All right, well let me think on it, but I think some people should suggest it to us.
Yeah.
And we'll take a vote and decide on it. Yeah, please write in.
Two
We'll put
fucking idiots. We can go with that title.
Two fucking idiots. Yeah. I don't think that that's a great, first impression, but
where were we planning on going with the next impression?
I hope that we're starting higher than two fucking idiots, but
okay. Higher
one
than
fucking idiot is fine. One fucking idiot is fine. We could debate who's the idiot.
Okay.
On any given day.
Every episode, it's which one's the idiot.
That's actually a good game show. And then during the live stream, people can guess, and then at the end, we'll give out nothing.
It's not gonna be that fucking hard. I mean, people are gonna guess me every single time. So it's not just out of intelligence, just I did the stupidest stuff. You're the ground, Morgan. You keep us together by playing historical stuff, things that like
historical things,
history, things that have been archived, as opposed to this guy who gets, I don't know what we're going with. I think I've hit already 1,000 in the last month and a half. Weird short film sent to me. I think I've got at least one film that I know I'm going to play.
Oh, sweet!
And
wow.
I've got one short at least that I know for sure I'm going to play, which is an English short called Butterfingers, about a guy who just orders at a restaurant a block of butter, and then you just watch him eat that block of butter. And I was like, this is Terrible Fest.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. And horrifying.
And it's done all cinematically too. Like it looks like it's a scene from a movie, then just goes nowhere, which is why that gives it the okay and the thumbs up.
Amazing. All right.
We are going to have Devin, the winner of this year's Terrible Fest, on next week. We'll be filming it next week. So you'll see it soon enough anyway on our holiday vacation special.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, all right. We get to heat things up, and we're all going.
We're going to heat it up.
Yeah, we're all going to have some Hawaiian punch, and then we're going to play some videos about learning to hula. As we finally made a copy of this, brought to us by the folks at Undead Undead Media. They got that to our hands. We got to get that back to them at some point.
No, but, I'm keeping it. Sorry.
Keeping it forever.
No, I'm not. I'll give it back.
If nothing else, you got to take photocopies of the notes that are inside.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna scan them in.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm an archivist. I save everything. Archivist. It's a problem.
That's a transformer that no one remembers. Archivist Prime. Ooh, are you all excited that Unicron is in the new Transformers movie, folks?
No.
Oh, I am, so shut up.
Oh, sorry.
But you also found some other Hawaiian things.
Oh, I've got lots of Hawaiian things.
We would sample a minute or two of one that you found that makes me think of one of my favorite 80s television shows, Magnum PI, where his buddy had a helicopter that could take him from island to island all the time, and he was always the running gag of he still owed him money for the last time he did it.
All right, so this is the tape. I don't actually have the tape anymore. I think it's at Eyesore somewhere in the basement. So we're just gonna watch a copy of it. But it's Hawaii Helicopters Visions of Maui. So it's a promotional video for this helicopter company. Sample of aerial tours. So these are you could get a 2.5-hour experience. Then there's a 2-hour experience.
Oh, the sunrise, the fantasy flyer.
Ooh, Circle Island special.
The all nude flying one. They close off as they fly around. The rainbow special. Oh, that's nice. It's nonstop.
Highlights include majestic Halakala crater. Jeez, and the 7 sacred pools, an ancient village of Hana tropical rainforests, waterfalls, and the shoreline cliffs of Kiani.
I like that the first 3 are air to ground, and the other ones are nonstop. So that means that they just fly by and you have to jump onto the edge of the helicopter. You just hang there the whole thing. That's a fucking wild ride. It should be a discount for that.
Look, we had to pay $10 for this tape.
Wow.
And it's just a promotional video for them.
Well, they were selling it probably not in Hawaii. They're probably selling it in like real, whitey suburbans areas, like variety stores. So they could be like, oh, I need to go on vacation to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, good point. But look at that sweet shot. Look at that.
I'm fearing that a lot of this video is just going to be just raw footage. So I don't think we have to watch, even though it's only 15 minutes, I don't think we have to watch all 15 minutes of this.
Oh, no, we do. Are you kidding me? No.
All right.
We'll watch the whole goddamn thing. Strap in, folks.
Then get to it, folks.
First, before we do anything.
Okay.
I mean, I got to dress for the occasion.
Oh, mine's too far away. I hid mine away. Luckily, that's not the one that.
No, of course, I wouldn't ruin the experience of all of us wearing the one.
Right. Well, that means you're the pilot this time, so you got to put that shirt on. That's you taking me, the tourist, on this.
Yeah, there you go. But
so we got our little headphones.
But you, the tourist, would be more likely to have a Hawaiian shirt, because I'm sure that people in Hawaii do not dress like this at all.
Well, the ones that want to show off to the tourists to sucker them in, they probably do.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, but they do it begrudgingly.
Put on everybody.
All right, here we go.
Like a Hawaiian gangster's thug from most 80s martial arts movies.
Thank you. I take that with great pride.
Ooh, this is some solid 80s horror movie music.
Oh, look at this beautiful country. Ooh.
Do. I don't know.
I have not watched any of this, so I don't know if it's actually good or not.
That's why I would say we should sample it, and then we can use another little bit the next time when Devin comes on.
No. We got to preview the whole thing here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what this is. We're workshopping it right now.
Save it for a Patreon video. Hawaii helicopters.
The adventure you dreamed of awaits you on Maui.
At least the
Your
shuttle's
exciting vacation begins.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Drives you from the mainland.
Probably costs a lot of fucking money.
Our professional staff will give you a pre-flight presentation on the tour of your choice.
Would you buy a
sweatshirt
from a helicopter company?
Additional 3 fly drive packages.
I don't think I'd buy their swag.
As short as 20 minutes or last
the
a
80s
full
is
day.
a weird time, man.
All tours are performed in our new FAA-certified AS350.
That guy's got quite a hunch.
The state-of-the-art A-Star comes.
Yeah, he was maybe he was afraid of getting hit, so he was walking.
I think that's probably what it was.
All seats are forward-facing to provide.
I bet you I do that. I've been around a helicopter once, but I bet you it's been so long that if I did, I'd probably do that. Even that, there's no reason to do it.
Yeah.
Soundproof headphones give you
My dad crashed in a helicopter one time.
See the one flying it?
No, he was not the one flying it.
Specifically for your
It's when he worked as a forest firefighter for the government. He was in a helicopter. It just went down into the water. Apparently,
well, I guess that's
he was perfectly fine. Yes, that would have been bad.
Our Maui tour encompasses
It was also before I was born, so then I wouldn't be here to do this with you, so it'd be doubly bad.
Oh.
But then again, this conversation wouldn't be happening in the first place, so nobody would know. Wow.
What the fuck are we talking about?
The deepest parts remain untouched by humanity.
Seeing these great shots of these helicopters, it just makes me think of the beginning of the epic movie Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It's hard ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time. movie with the
Nice
radioactive
segue.
snake side story.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
There's the presence of ghosts
Oh,
drifting in the valleys.
Presence of ghosts. It just flashes a face there.
In
Actual ghost.
1790, hundreds of warriors died when King Kamehameha waged the battle to win Maui as his own. Trapped by
And we've
the
left the
mountains,
bodies
Maui
here.
warriors were
Come and see
easily
them.
slain. Today, the lush valleys and majestic waterfalls reveal little of the past.
They cover all the dead bodies.
Well, that's why it grows so beautifully there. Everything grows.
Now heaven. Oh, ominous.
Explore the world's largest dormant volcano.
Oh, wow.
Haleakala. At 10,000 feet high, with a depression area 21 miles around,
Some really
it is,
well-shot
in
footage.
fact, the East Maui Mountain. The last
Another big thing
eruption
of like
occurred
the
2
shot. on
Ooh,
video.
that was a good
on
transition.
Haleakala's
The
sloped
helicopter was in the
Hawaii's
same
Bay in
place.
South
Yeah.
Maui.
Ooh, good job, guys.
Maybe the world just shifted. Did it again!
Haleakala is an eerie moonscape, full
That
of desert
wave of
colors,
the
much like the
80s
Grand
where
Canyon.
there were just enough
Science
helicopter
City
pilots
atop
out
the
there, so
crater
there's all these
has
great
two
shots
major
in
telescopes for
rather
astronomy,
B movies
and the
that
U.S.
still
Air
have
Force
great
tracks all
shots.
satellites
Yeah.
and
Because
space
helicopters
objects.
were just a little easier to get their hands on.
Yeah, totally.
This place. And then the nuclear power station. Nuclear power station built at the foot of a active volcano. What?
I mean, what better place to harvest energy than a
Haleakala
volcano?
National Park is also a sanctuary for endangered species,
Like
including
Canadian
Hawaii's state
geese.
bird, the nene.
The
A
Nene?
place of grand silence, Haleakala is also home to the beautiful silver sword plant, found only
Does kind of
on
look like a
Maui.
sword.
So serene.
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful, people. It's beautiful.
It's truly majestic. I feel like some of these, that's like this flower here on my shirt.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
From the Stark volcano, you'll journey into lush and tropical Hana.
Ooh.
You'll want to land there, but if you do,
Perfect for a
you'll never
picnic in
find your way out
secluded
again.
Wainapa
Oh, they do
Well, you
land.
do land here.
Surrounded by
Look at
pristine
this.
lushness,
Wow.
hills and
The
coastal
pilot just
vistas.
sits there smoking a
You
cigarette,
will
waiting for you to
arrive in
finish.
paradise.
You guys
No
done
oil.
yet? You got
Maui
5
is the
minutes.
best.
Drink that champagne.
Only
Be
from
fucking
Hawaii
romantic. We gotta get out of here.
Best of all, your
I
complimentary
got 15 of these today.
for years to come.
Hurry up. Be romantic. Come on.
Would you do this? Would you take Sarita
Once
on
in
a
every lifetime,
magical
there should be an
Hawaiian
exquisite
helicopter
experience
tour?
like this, the ultimate experience.
Yeah, actually, I think it would look cool. I think it would
Hawaii
be cool.
Helicopters is an expert on East Maui. By ground, this isolated area takes all
There's Megan
day
P.I.
on
driving
winding
in his
roads,
red
leaving little
Corvette.
time to explore. Instead, take the high road to Hana. Hawaii
I'm sad that the helicopters don't look like
Fantasy
the
Flyer
helicopters
Deluxe tour
Yeah,
is approximately 2 hours. A
Sorry.
flight beyond imagination. Float
Your
above
dreams have been
Haleakala,
dashed.
Then descend to the 7 sacred pools.
Oh, with all
called
these
Keogoa.
really great transitions, this is really well edited.
Gorgeous area of ocean, cliffs,
It's tedious for
waterfalls, and
sure,
pasture
but
lands.
it's very well
Ralph
edited.
Lindbergh, the first man to fly solo across the Atlantic,
That's
is
the way the
buried
shadow lands on the ground because
You
of
land
how
in
bright the sun
heavenly
is.
Hana,
It really
so
gives
called because of
a
its
misleading
beauty,
idea of
serenity,
how
and
big the
isolation.
helicopter is and how small the
This
land
small
is.
town is a place to relax.
It doesn't
and
look
during
like the
your safari
helicopter's
van
that high
tour,
in the air, but it
you'll
must be,
remember Hawaii
because everything's
as it
tiny
once
down.
was. Hana and
Yeah.
Hawaii helicopters.
Oh, yeah, they're
attract
definitely up
many
high.
Celebrities. They come to get away, to
Somebody's
honeymoon, and
high,
to
alright.
vacation. Thousands of people lived here.
Take
in
the Randy
ancient
Rhodes
times.
helicopter ride.
Located in
Ah!
strategic military position, both Maui and
Been dead
Big
for
Island warring
38
parties
years.
sailed
It's not too
back
soon,
and
is it?
forth in battle. See
No,
the
not at
rugged
all.
grandeur of the
He
Hana coast and
Flew a
Kenai
plane into
Peninsula.
his own tour bus.
Lava formed in the peninsula and flowed to the sea, spreading out like a fan.
And like a fan. Oh, the land is made out of lava, and they've built on it.
There's even time to visit Maui's only
Well, they have
black sand beach.
The black sand beaches,
You'll enjoy
yeah.
this pause for picture taking and refreshments.
This black sand once
Explore
burned
the
people
water-filled
alive.
caves.
Now you can enjoy it.
Now you
Beach
can, yeah,
only
you
must
can
be
walk on their
underwater.
corpses.
Legend has it that a
Made of
Hawaiian
the ashes
princess
of
and her
warriors.
maid hid inside to escape her jealous husband. He found and killed them. Mysteriously, the water often turns red here from tiny shrimp.
Why am I having a deja vu from another helicopter thing that we played? Well, all of a sudden, while it was serene stuff it talked about, and then he killed her husband.
Also offers a short
like,
I don't remember that.
We played something before. We had the same reaction. Like, oh, what? Well, there's the rainbow.
Another
the same one that's
favorite is the
always
Rainbow
there.
Oh,
Special.
Rainbow Special.
Capture the unforgettable beauty of East Maui's
Rainbow
natural
Special also
wonders.
sounds like a sex move.
The majestic Haleakala crater.
It does.
7 sacred pools. Hana.
Well, that's cool too that the
Shoreline
helicopter will
cliffs,
just stay
and the
there for certain
tropical
bits, so you can just
rainforests.
Yeah,
watch
you can
the
like take it in.
Forest is
Yeah.
magnificent, and the special 45-minute tour is priced to fit every budget, and one you can't afford to miss. Other
And one that
popular
you just
Hawaii
can't
helicopter
afford.
Tours include the Sunrise Spectacular and the
Ooh.
Sunset Delight.
Yeah.
Well, Sunset Delight sounds like a drink at Benihana. I was about to go into the Star Wars theme song. It's just like the Germans on
The Germans, yes, right.
According to legend,
Maybe they
the
took this
Hawaiian
tour.
god Maui is said
We
to
took
have
this
harnessed
tour,
the sun with
you
his
know?
fishnet to ensure longer days for the well-being of his people. The sun still lives
Since you
on
started
the
playing
island of
that
Maui in
clip in shows, I've heard so many
which
people say,
means
you know, and
house
all
of
of a
the
sudden
sun.
I just had to say it back to them, you know, and they don't know why I said it like that. I think I'm just making fun of them.
The volcanic
You just can't
synchrons.
explain it. Like,
No, it's too much to
Sunrise
explain.
Spectacular will awaken you to unparalleled beauty.
It is a beautiful clip. I can cue it up if you want.
No, we're good.
No, maybe we should show it.
Look back on your channel on one of our
Yeah,
other
okay.
videos. It does appear in it.
Descend
So.
over the 7 sacred pools and gently set down
Or
for a
come to our
lovely
live show on the
continental
16th
champagne
and we'll play it
breakfast with
again.
historic
Definitely going to be playing it then.
In the middle of a mainly
along the
horror
seascape
and
and
spooky
capture the view of the ocean
show,
surf
we're just
crashing
randomly going to
against
show
Kenai
home videos of
Peninsula.
some Germans on their
And
vacation
Yeah.
in Hawaii. We got to lighten it up somehow.
rainforest. A beautiful way. to
Maybe
spend
instead
your
of doing beer ads, I should do
Hawaii
coffee
Helicopter
ads.
Sunset Delight
Yeah.
lets you experience the same unforgettable scenery of East Maui as in the Sunrise Spectacular Tour.
The only thing they asked is just no full frontal nudity. And I said,
Line
all right, I'll
outside
tell Morgan to
Hana
keep
for
his pants on.
refreshments, champagne, and photo opportunities.
Oh, you just
Complete
keep
your day
suppressing
by flying
my
over Haleakala.
my
Watch
expression, my
Maui's
right to
romantic,
express myself,
magical
Adam.
Well,
views in the
their
glowing
response was,
sunset.
oh no, we meant in your clips. And I was like, oh, okay, so that means Morgan should take his pants off then.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Full
That's
nude
fine.
Morgan, live, June 16th, 8 o'clock.
Nobody
Deadly
wants
Grounds
to see
Coffee.
Hawaii helicopters
It
give
does need
you the
ninjas
tours
coming out of the
East
forest
Maui
at this
that
point.
you want to see. You may
So that footage
customize your
reminds me
own
of
tour by
any
taking
movie from the
advantage
80s
of our
that
fly
did
drive
Yeah,
tours.
right.
With commando
We
ninjas.
offer
so.
3 packages, which include a convertible or Jeep one-way drive with a
Oh yeah,
door
you do get
Honolulu
the
or Hana,
Magnum PI
complete
car.
with champagne basket and a pickup
Well, of
at
course.
Napa Napa State
And then
Park.
this guy just waits there like a
convertible
fucking
or a Jeep.
schmuck.
Yours
As
for
you
the
take
day
your
to
I mean, he's
explore
getting
Hana
paid.
and East Maui.
We'll
Oh
put
no,
you
he
out
leaves
in
you.
Hana.
And then he leaves you.
as they give you booze and your car.
Oh, perfect.
It's the 80s, folks.
Camping, beach drops, and free
It sounds
booking
like the
equipment
song
are
from
also available only from
Robin
Hawaii
Hood, Prince of Thieves, that
Helicopters.
Bryan
Yeah.
Adams song.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's totally a ripoff of that.
We are
Or that
also
great
experts
Three
in
Musketeers
West Mountain.
song with the
Sample
Rod
our
Stewart,
30-minute
Bryan Adams,
rainbow
and
rider.
Sting.
Soar
All
past
for
emerald
one,
peaks,
one for
legendary
love.
valleys,
Oh, yeah,
and
that one.
waterfalls. You'll fly over historic
There were so
lands.
many good 90s
In
songs,
1820
like
and
movie
lasting for
theme
50
songs.
years, this was
So it's a lost art
cruise
form.
ship.
Well, yeah, you know what I
During its
mean.
heyday,
It's a lost art
4,400
form, though.
ships a year visited Lahaina's port.
These
Is
due to the
Kenny
music
Loggins
video
even alive
tie-in.
anymore?
Oh, I don't know if
Today,
Kenny
the
Loggins is
humpback
alive.
whales are Maui's VIP visitors. From late November until May, they may be viewed frequently
If
in
you're
Maui's
watching,
waters,
please look
bringing
up if
plenty of
Kenny
fill.
Loggins is still alive and put it in the
A
chat.
short distance
Yeah.
from
And we'll be
Lahaina
sure to
on
we'll be
Maui's
sure to pay
northwestern
attention.
shore is one of Maui's famous
I'll
vacation
comment.
spots.
I comment on
The
all comments.
Ka'anapali Beach
You do
Resort
comment on
stretches
all
along
comments.
5
It's-
miles of sandy beach.
It's annoying.
What? This is something that, like, you know, purposely annoys you. Fucking Adam's gonna comment on this comment. Oh no!
Oh, how dare he!
Everyone
And
can
later
enjoy
on the
a
Love
Hawaii
Boat.
Helicopters tour. If your visit to Maui is short, Then book our
It did kind of look like the Love Boat.
Maui
Almost
Wonderland.
always went to
You'll
Mexico.
view many natural wonders, including Waihehe Valley.
Just Mexico?
Some seasons it went to Alaska.
Oh.
Hawaii
They either had
helicopters give you Maui's finest.
So wait,
sightseeing
was
adventures.
each season like one trip?
No, each episode was one
Souvenirs of
trip.
Maui and
Oh my god, how many fucking trips?
It was a
Hundreds.
4-day trip. They got 2 days off, and they did 4 days again. That was what
Hawaii
their
helicopters can
what their
take you
shtick was.
all of
Okay.
Maui's paradise. Hawaii
They alluded in the
Helicopters is
show
an active
that
member of
sometimes
the
it had a
Nature
different crew
Conservancy.
because they
A
said,
portion
"Oh,
of
the
all
other guys
proceeds
who did
supports
the cruise this
Conservancy.
year or this week, like made a mess," but you never saw that. So it sounded like sometimes they had replacements. It's a fucking sitcom, but no, they do point out that it was a 4-day trip. They would get 2 days off and they'd come back and see each other again. So they'd be on water more in the week than they would without, which is why
Okay.
most of them didn't know how to live on land anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. But they went all the way to Alaska in just a couple of days and then
Well,
back?
They start in that season. They're in a different port. Like their whole
Oh.
thing is that they've taken it's a different ship. It's a different thing, and that was just to like it would move off and go to that different ship for like the Christmas episodes and things
Go
like that.
farther, go faster, go all the way in style with
The logic
Hawaii
of that is
helicopters.
a little suspect, but okay.
Yeah, it was a touring company, so they were just like, okay,
Oh, okay.
They fly them off to the. I guess it would all be on the west coast, but they fly up to Seattle and go across Canada and go to Alaska.
Just in a couple of days. Good on them. And
There'd
also
always
get up
be
to all those
Canadian
hijinks.
actors appearing in all those.
Oh yeah, well
Get a
then they
lot of,
must have.
like, Lauren Green would always play a different character in every one of those Alaska trip episodes.
Oh.
But
There
mainly
you
even
go.
the same seasons they were doing Mexico because Americans love Mexico.
Yeah, okay. They do love Mexico.
And they go to Puerto Vallarta was what they would say every single fucking episode. So wherever Puerto Vallarta is, it better be a goddamn fun place. Because if it's not, since 1977, the Love Boat has been lying to me for 11 goddamn years plus 2 spin-off seasons later.
Well, I mean, how dare they? You'd have to write a strongly worded letter to Captain
There's one where they go
Stubings.
to Japan.
They go to Japan
Yeah, it's like everybody
during the week and
Yeah,
then go back.
it was like
Sorry.
there's like a special in the like later seasons that's Love Boat goes to Japan, and it's like all these rich people, because only rich people that ever go on these things. That's why the show couldn't exist anymore. If they did it now, let's just do a show where a bunch of rich people
Yeah.
get lucky and have a good time.
No, they'd have to make it like Succession, and then all the rich people would be fighting each other on this boat.
I guess they attempted to do a slightly reality show version of it that Jerry O'Connell hosted, but I never saw it, and it like lasted a season only like a couple of years ago. Yeah, like I haven't seen any of it, but I googled it and that came up, and it's said you weren't missing anything.
Wow.
Little the internet said, Adam, you weren't missing anything. So yeah, that's Hawaii. I hope everyone's enjoying. This guy over here, he gets to go on vacation last week. He's just been back from vacation.
That
The
was
rest of
great.
us, it's either the economy, the time's not right, we ain't got the free time yet, or it's not quite yet the summer for people to go to certain places. I keep finding it funny when I see friends on Instagram who are in Australia going, it's so cold, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh right, it's the one time of the year that it's actually cool in Australia. And it's finally heating up here, folks. So we're taking our clothes off. Don't worry.
Oh,
No
I
full
guess.
frontal
Do you want?
nudity. No full
Do you want
frontal
me
nudity.
to?
for
No.
me.
Okay.
You're fine. You can stay
Okay.
tropical, Mister. I went on vacation to New Orleans to see Tom Jones last week.
I didn't just go to see Tom Jones.
I know, but it's funnier when I say it that way.
I guess it's true. He was quite good. He was very impressive. We heard him perform Sex Bomb. He was shaking his hips.
And
It's
I'm
very-
sure he ended the show with "It's not unusual."
We had left by that point because
It wasn't that great.
well, it wasn't that. It's just there's a lot of people there, and you don't want to get stuck in the mess of people leaving.
I'm such an uncool partier. I do that too.
I'm just an old man.
You're an old man who's 6-7 years younger than I am. Well, 5 years younger than I am. I keep thinking I was older this week. When my birthday coming up next week, I was like, oh man, I'm turning like 45. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, like, oh God.
Just
I just feel like
46.
it. Just, yeah. I just wanted to have that joke. Oh, I'm almost 43. Oh, it's a good thing I'm 44 now. I thought you said you were almost 43. 44 is almost 43. Math jokes.
Very good.
Yeah. One of the other things we'll have coming up in the future, that you had just received in the mail, the sequel to the Easy Bake Oven video.
Got it right here.
And I just heard from Hoffman today, so he's alive. So
Great. Well, he's got this to look forward to.
yeah, I mean,
And you know what? I'm going to read something to him. I hope he's watching.
Okay.
This came in it. You can see it's a little recipe card. It's the recipe for kindness. So I'm going to read to you what the recipe for kindness is. And I hope everybody takes a little bit of this with them. Okay. Thank you for joining and watching this evening. Here we go. Recipe for kindness. Ingredients: 2 cups compassion, 3/4 cup empathy, 1 cup of love, 3/4 cup sympathy, 2 tablespoons of caring, just 2 tablespoons of caring. That's it. 1 tablespoon of consideration. There's not a lot of consideration in here. Just a dash of politeness. So you can be a total piece of shit because you just need a dash of politeness.
As long as you say thank you once.
Yeah, just once during the whole rant, you got it. 1 teaspoon of generosity. Okay, so in a large heart, combine compassion, caring, empathy, and consideration. Slowly add love and sympathy. Mix carefully. When ingredients have been blended well, add politeness and generosity. Do not let sit. Serve immediately with a smile. Serves everyone you ever meet. There you go. That's just some of what you have to look forward to when we watch this.
We do the sequel to Easy Bake Oven, also known as the Easy Bake Coven. That's the 3 witches known as Morgan, Adam, and Robert.
It's gonna be horrifying. I'm gonna do it from inside an oven again too.
Oh, good. That's good.
You have that to look forward to.
I like that you commented, you posted it on the Facebook group and commented that one of the recipes say 2 squares of chocolate. Someone says, that's not a real number. You sarcastically said, yes, it is. It's 2 squares.
Well, he asked, what is it saying? And it says 2 squares. That's what it says. 2 squares melted unsweetened chocolate.
Sarita got a 1930s Scottish recipe book.
Oh,
that being
is it all haggis?
It's dessert stuff.
1,001 ways to cook haggis.
I mean, it's 1,001 things in haggis, so, but they're all dead, folks. But okay. While we watch the Easy Bake Oven episode, I'll read you some recipes from that because it's made at a period of time when England had not set any weight to the recipes yet. They just didn't do that.
It was just these are the ingredients, you figure it out.
Yeah, then none of the recipe books ever did that until about the 40s and 50s. The weights had been set, but it was just in general a turn of the century thing that things like liters and that didn't exist for English numbers. Like,
yeah, okay, fair point. Yeah.
So they would say 1 cup of something, but they didn't mean that cup.
Just your cup.
Like a cup of it, or 1 scoop, or 1 handful, or things like a tumbler of, and like, so that could be anything.
Yeah, and I guess you'd make it once and you'd kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then you'd go from there.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was also the 1930s. You had a lot of time in your hands. You could screw it up once and do it again later.
Yeah, good point. But you couldn't really afford to do that very much.
Yeah. But it was that's just the way old recipe books from Britain went.
Well, and I guess also a lot of things would have been passed down like as it was just a handful. I think that's what we were doing back then.
Yeah, people actually said
I don't know why
why they turned 0 in Louisiana too long there. But they'd actually, say things like a pinch of.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to be funny or cute. That was what they said.
It was a literal pinch.
So reading it as it is so cold and like serious a book, it sounds like it's fucking with you the whole time. Because it just says put some of something in there.
Oh, okay.
Like it's freestyle.
freestyle haggis. Sounds great.
I don't think there's any haggis in it. I mean, I might be wrong. We'll find out when we watch the Easy Bake Oven episode together.
If there isn't a haggis recipe, please make up a haggis recipe.
I'll just call my dad and tell him to give me one. I'm sure.
Perfect, but it has to be in ye old timey measurements of pinches and fists and stuff.
One fist of butter. You put your knuckles in it and then you rub it on.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
One fist.
And then you lick it clean. That's wow, beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, you put the pastry around the edge of it. If it doesn't stick, you lick that first before you put it in.
Oh, beautiful.
One spit of.
It's a wonder disease spread back then so easily.
Not like it was the plague back then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good either, I'm sure.
One cough of plague.
We're selling this so much. You got so much to look forward to on that future episode.
Can't wait.
And then who knows what other secrets we'll leave on Patreon. Got a new mixtape up on there. It's a lot of
great.
Stuff
I already watched it.
Couple of months.
I saw you put my face in it again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thanks.
Your face in the haggis. Next time I see you, you're getting one fist of butter.
Perfect. Can't wait. Right back at you.
The fisting recipe book. Delicious. That's the title of this episode, folks. The last thing we say, the fisting recipe book. Thanks for coming. We'll see you at WOC on their Twitch page. Also, this guy's usual YouTube page. It's like more popular than here. So whatever, go see it. We'll do that. Then see us back here for Devin for the vacation special, and then see us back here again with Robert for the Easy Bake Coven.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey.
We love Audio Video Plus.